All right, recording as we're going again. We're back, but we never left. More RimWorld Biotech. All right, we're gonna level up these babies, and then I'm gonna do a 3-star quest that I really should not do. What does Random Plus do? It lets you re-roll colonists automatically. Basically, it's a colonist re-roll mod. What is new in biotech? Biotech is the size of like 2.5 DLCs, so to go over everything new in biotech would take hours. In fact, I have videos up that are combined several hours long that just is reading the new stuff. So lots of new stuff. Check out my YouTube channel if you want to look at some of them broken down if you want, where I just go and list through them and talk about them.
Our modest
Hermit Crab, thank you for the Twitch Prime. Thank you, Hermit Crab. I'm not picking gold for the statue. If I pick gold, it would be for the advanced components. That's probably what I'm going to choose, though, so that I can get a lot of advanced components for this class deal. And then we can trade some of the gold for more stuff. All right. Baby vampire became a child. Okay, baby vampire, you can remain a colonist. And a growth moment. Now old enough to do the following. Haul and clean. Good job, little man. Good job. Still watching the cheese series. This is very dangerous. Very dangerous. But yeah, and we don't know if it's a bug or not, but 1.4, Accord and I are getting married. Oh no, I could get pregnant. Anyway, I don't know if it's a bug or not, but 1.4 did remove center drop mech raids. Who knows when they'll fix them or if it's intentional, but oh my God, let's do it. This could end the run. We might start our second run today. Like, honestly, this is 3 times max raid points. Yeah. 10,000 raid points is about 25 centipedes. And with both of these, oh my God, we're going to be over like 4 times raid cap.
Loyalty is greatly appreciated.
Neuter him quick. You want to set? Yeah, let's set up a gamble. We'll do that. All right, you guys want to wager some channel points? All right. I'm going to set this up for 2 minutes. So if you don't see the pop-up, you can click on the thing that says silver right under your chat, and then you can click on will we win or will we lose, and then you can click on the number to increase your bet from the starting 10 if you would like. So channel points are used to like get in and get your colonist or get your name as a colonist and things like that. So you should see it popping up now. If you don't see it, like I said, click on where it says silver. All right, let's accept it. 5 days. Okay. All right, here we go. They're giving us some Outlanders to help us here. Ooh. Why did I read 5? Oh, it was 5 days. They give us 14 Outlanders. Jesus Christ. That is a number of Outlanders. Okay, schedule. We're gonna put them all on triphasic. I can click the right friggin' button. I wish you could drag this too, but you can't. Okay, we're gonna put them in the walls. Okay. And we'll throw down a bunch of beds really quick for them. We can always get rid of them after. Okay. Oh my, that's a lot of channel points. We're almost at 1 million wagered. Hope you win. You'll get far more points if I lose. Yeah, you can't even gamble with fake points in some countries. Yeah. Your game on 5% looks a lot slower than yours. They fixed it. No, that's not the mech raid. Okay. Oh no, guys. That's not it, so. I was really worried for a second. That's not it. That's an Empire raid. Oh, Tiro died. Oh, Christ. Christ, Christ. I didn't see those ones right there. Where's Tiro? Ten, 11, 14, 7. Cord, get in bed. Okay, Arilla, 19. Okay, we can come off there. Rescue Arilla. At first, like, for a split second, I was like, that's 100% the mech raid, but it's freaking Empire that we're actually in the middle of, we're trying to ally. Mortar baby, dead in 2 hours. Oh, Christ. Tinned. Wesley, Bleezy, no immediate danger. Igor's being tended to. Surreal's down, okay. Minoc, King Q, Arilla, Cord's laying down. Okay, how's the baby? Baby's at 6. Okay, it's into a cord instead. We need someone to clean that room. Bernard. Never clean, okay. Well, that was messy. A little unfortunate, especially with everything going on. Also, in the crossfire, we're now enemies with that other group, so... Yeah, so we can't do the quest. It's unfortunate. So... Can't do the quest, so I'm gonna have to refund everyone's points because during that crossfire, it counted as us becoming hostile. It's unfortunate. I wanted that gold. It's counted as a loss. No, I meant lose the run, yeah. No, we didn't get to fight them. It's unfortunate. Unfortunate. Now we got a lot of stuff to clean up and recover. All right, let's check through the bleeds one more time just to make sure. Oh, we had something shattered. What was that? Shattered nose. Okay, that's fine. We need a kidney now. I think all the bleeding is stopped, right? So Bleezy needs tended to. Mortar baby. What happened? Center drop. Empire, yep. It's really bad timing too. Wonder why it's not letting us strip her. So yeah, we ended up having to fight against 14 more than we should have. So yeah. All right, back on. Oh, you mean in my house? It only went out for like a few seconds. First time I had to catch the stream. Tim Tam, welcome in. Welcome in.
Welcome back. Your steadfast loyalty is greatly appreciated.
There's Tiro. Okay. All right. Yeah, it's not letting us strip some of them. Oddly. They're probably the ones that were that came to help, maybe. Probably. Raph, thank you for the 6 months. Thank you, Raph. And Raw Dragon, 9 months. Best sleep you ever had still. Thank you. All right. Tend to them. Yeah, we'll revive Tiro. Yep. Yep. Low medicine, yeah. Okay, get that brought down. Now, the real scary thing is if Randy hits us again during this 2 a.m. for you in Australia. Yeah, not great streaming hours for people in Australia or New Zealand. Oh, I need to get that fixed. Very important. Do we have any construction people that aren't down right now? Okay. Missing sandstone. Okay. We can put limestone there. It's fine. Okay, get that done, please. We're at night, so it's good for you, though. Yeah, I could have used the vampire heal there, yeah. He's been in death rest. I didn't really want to wake him up early from death rest, but it might have been worth it in that scenario either way. Okay, let's double check here. Yeah. So we had 1 death and we lost a bunch of body parts. I wonder what that death was. I didn't check. Didn't check. Three deaths, what? No. Are you counting the mechs that died? Because we can just resurrect them easily. Count the mechs. Oh, I don't count the mechs. They're not actually dead. Yeah, you just throw them in here. They just come right back. Still upside down for you? Here, I'll fix it. I think I still have this set up. Let me see if I can fix it for you. There we go. All right. All right. Just temporarily move up here for the Australian people. I know the game is still upside down. I can't do anything about that, but still, game is still upside down. I'm sorry. Australia-friendly stream. You like the flip? The flip. We do a somersault down to the bottom of the screen. It's Spider-Man. It's a little dirty in there, just a little. Floors, random things that babies do. You can paint the floor. Yeah, I painted the floor this way. I mean, a lot of it's blood, which I didn't intend for it to be painted with blood, but the actual color, yes, yeah. You're talking about the baby? I just did that, yeah. Oh no, they got resurrection psychosis, so Surreal will eventually die. Unless we make them a vampire as well. Has it been long enough for Experiment to make them a vampire? I don't think it has been. Healer mech serums. Yeah, healer mech can, but we don't have any. Yeah. Unfortunately. Best tier 2 mech is for combat value. Combat value is Scyther because Scyther is the only one that doesn't double up and have a weapon. So right now how it's working is that all the mechs count for wealth for them and for their weapon that they carry. But since Scythers are their own weapon, their body is a weapon, it doesn't double dip in that sort of way. Now, Scythers, of course, have their own problem as far as best bang for your buck. Scythers are lower wealth than most of the other mechs. Feel like you missed a stream? Might have. Leaving rooms in the kill box will offer good construction pods to stay in there and repair the plasteel. I did that in the Winston Waves run where we were using a different setup, but in this one, I don't think they're going to be able to repair it in time, and then it could cause problems. But you can make a little tunnel there and have them repair like here, at least save it. But with 20 people with masterwork guns, we're not going to be able to repair it fast enough anyway. But yeah, it is worth doing in some setups for sure. Missing a few body parts, just a few, yeah, just a few. Just a few. Is there a cleaning robot? There is at tier 2, yeah. Yeah, maybe we'll actually finally make one. Why that pawn wasn't dying to the Brain Ripper? No, I have no idea. I have no idea. No idea. I couldn't recreate it either. Oh, he was, whoops, he was already on it. Whoops. Just a little dirty. Oh yeah, let me refund people, thank you. $1.2 million channel points are going back. That sucks though, I really wanted to try that fight. What happened? Center drop from the Empire. Center drop Empire raid. I was literally working on allying them too, so it kind of sucks. Yeah. Center drop Empire raid. Okay.
Our modest fellowship expands. Praise the sub.
Lots to do, lots to do. Okay, we'll make one of those. Catch you live instead of watching on YouTube. That's awesome. Thank you for watching over here, Cage. Thank you for watching on YouTube. Raph, thank you for the 6 months. And Odinza, thank you for the Twitch Prime. Thank you, Odinza. Same room from YouTube. The run from YouTube? Yes, it is. Yeah, I will, yeah. The ones that we actually can chop up before they rot. So. What's the quality on the room right now? It's still extremely impressive. I don't necessarily need to keep forcing them to clean right now. So let's go through here and look and see if I need to preach health on anyone. Infection, 10, 15, that one's fine. Faction 22, 48, that one's fine. to make some bionic eyes sometime. We're gonna need some lungs and some other things. 13, 25. They're all beating the infections pretty handily, so. We're okay right now. Why so many blackboards? Because you can have them all connect to the same one to increase the learning. We'll have a guide out on it soon, but basically put at least 3 blackboards on a single desk and you're good. Lots of body part replacement to do yet. Yeah. 100%. Awful at everything's intercept run? No. I mean, with the lack of body parts, it kind of is, but. You know that about the blackboards? Yeah, they stack. Drop odds for mechs look different. I did. I have noticed it. Important trait skills for a Mechanitor. I would highly suggest you get crafting on your Mechanitor at the very least, because all of the Mechanitor crap is smithing, and smithing falls under crafting. Yeah, it sucks. Yeah, and as far as traits go, yeah. I have a trait guide will be out in probably a few days. I got a drop pod raid yet. Drop pod raid, which we got a death from. Alright, Mule, or Yoshi, I'm gonna send you out, I think. I'd like to chop these up first, but... How's Wesley doing? He's alright, actually. They're okay too. Okay. Recruit Zandy for buying her pawn. Maybe. He, let's look. He's still at 7.4. We don't have word of trust or anything, so. Vampires can have up to like 80 resistance. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, and the thing earlier, I kind of skimmed over it because everything started happening. Someone said my game was running way slower at 500%. 500% is not a speed, it's a difficulty setting. So 500% is raid scale. I still have 1x, 2x, 3x, and 4x, which is actually more than 4x. It's max speed or whatever. But anyway, yeah, I don't know if you're still here, but I was kind of, I'm guessing you misunderstood what 500% meant, because 500% has nothing to do with speed at all. For recruit, just it does the same thing. So the reason I do it, so if you do reduce resist or recruit, they're no matter what, they're just going to come in and reduce resist at the same at the same rate or whatever. That doesn't matter. The reason I usually do reduce resistance first is so that I can then choose if I want to recruit at that time. So let's say I'm having a prisoner that I'm getting ready to recruit because I need a crafter, right? And I will set them to reduce resist, and then if I get a new crafter in time or get someone and I don't need them anymore, I don't want to have like forget and then have them recruit if I end up not needing them by that time, or maybe something's going on, I want to wait, or I want to make them into a Hemogen Farm and then have the option later on. So I usually just reduce resist and then I decide when it's broken at that stage whether I want to. Keep watching, even though you should sleep. It's 2 a.m. Whoops. What are the tables outside for? Because there is a minimum range colonists will travel to a table to eat. And so these tables all out here, no matter where a colonist is inside of our walls, if they suddenly need to eat, they'll eat at a table, effectively getting +3 or more mood. by not getting the hit. So you want tables within, let's just say 30 tiles of every spot where your colonists are going to be working at. Mad boom rat. Yoshi, could you solo that? I wonder. Probably. 500% game speed would be unplayable. Yeah, it really would actually. Spearman's death rest is almost done. Oh, we need to get a kidney. He has no lungs. Excuse me, we're gonna take one of those kidneys, Zandy, thank you. What's a good way to power level a crafter? You want to put your crafter outside in the dark, because crafting only cares about how long they're actually crafting. That's it. It's not like on completion. So just have them craft something that takes a long time, and before they're done, you can just cancel it. So make them make like armor or clubs. It doesn't really matter. So just put them at like a crafting area outside in the dark, and make them make like wooden plate armor. You know, it doesn't really matter if you're just trying to do it to level. The longer they spend actually crafting, the more experience they gain. Yeah, I know. I need multiple new arms and stuff. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, if it's cold, yeah, temperature impacts it. Outside, darkness and temperature, basically. Stone blocks do not give crafting experience. So, no, stone blocks, they remove that in the alpha or beta or something, but making stone blocks does not give crafting experience. And, in fact, making stone blocks is based on global work speed, not on crafting skill as well. Do I have any slaves? There's just no... Why would I have a slave in place of a colonist? It doesn't matter. We're at raid cap. A slave is worth slightly less than a colonist, but then I have to worry about them rebelling, where I just get to have them as a colonist, don't have to worry about them rebelling, and we're already at raid cap, so it's not like I'm getting any additional raiders by having slaves. Raid cap? Yes, raids cannot get any bigger. We're already at 10,000 raid points. The maximum raid points in RimWorld is 10,000, and we are already at that, so raids can't get any bigger outside of quests. It's removed in like beta 18 or something. Yeah, it's been a long time. It's been a long time. Beta 18. Maybe longer than I thought then. We're pretty well recovered. Our assault rifle is the best gun. It depends on the scenario. They're the best gun in certain scenarios, but like with most things in RimWorld, the answer is it depends. There's a lot of best guns for different setups and different roles. So assault rifles are very good, especially at range, and they're kind of the best kiting one as far as like damage output per kiting potential. So at that role, yes. Face looking good. Thanks. Stone weapons do count as crafting, but stone blocks don't yet. Do I play with melee weapons? Usually early game I do. Later, I've done a melee only run, but usually later game I don't use as much melee. Which weapons are best for melee in the mid game? Well, if you have royalty, the best melee weapons are Zeus hammers and mono swords. If you don't have royalty, it's basically plasteel longswords and uranium maces still. Uranium maces, plasteel longswords. Those are the ones that you can make yourself. You can make them pretty early. All right, Arilla, grab that before I forget. Yeah, I have a lot of planned runs, yeah, but I'm still doing my first run right now. You can add more than one Mechanitor, yes. Yep. We can go get another Mechanitor right now, right here. The Ancient Mechanitor Complex. How do charge rifles measure up? So charge rifles have less range than assault rifles, but they have slightly more DPS and they have more armor penetration. So if you are in a scenario where you're mainly using a kill box at the optimal range for charge rifles, not counting anything to do with quality, not counting anything with the difficulty to get them or how much more expensive they are, they're going to out damage and outperform assault rifles, especially against armored targets at that range. The reason why I like assault rifles, though, is the extra range allows me to kite. With assault rifles, I can literally kite every mech in the game without getting hit, really, aside from pikemen, but pikemen are kind of meh anyway. And then the auto turret from the new, like, boss mechs, but again, that doesn't do a whole lot, so. But yeah, charge rifles are going to do more damage and have more armor pin in that sweet spot for their range. But they are significantly harder to get, of course. Baby Vampire lost an arm and a leg. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you get some freebies, sure, take them for sure. For sure. All right, I want to get Yoshi out on the road. I think we should be good to do so. All right. Actually, hang on. Before I do that, let me look at this Empire business here. Negative 21. Let's just finish this. Let's see what that gets us. Should be enough. Made more baby vampires? I had to, yep. Had to. The baby was literally a couple percentages away from dying, so I bit it. Can vampires regrow limbs? No. Recluse? He's still a recluse? Yep. I'm not going to start a second colony, no. Vampires can regrow anything but their brain? I don't think so. Not that I've seen. Zandy has been missing their lungs for like 3 years. They heal a wound every like 15 to 30 days, like a scar or a wound or something. But I don't think they regrow appendages. They don't die from them, and they do have a gene. I'll look at it. Let's see. Every 15 to 30 days, one old wound or chronic illness is healed, but not a body part. Because I would love to harvest lungs from him over and over. Look at that. We maxed out our mech gestation, I believe. Yep, mech gestation processor times 6. Have the mechs come yet? They're not coming. No, the people that they sent got shot in crossfire from a drop pod, and because it counted that as us attacking them, we failed the quest, so they never came. They never came. 7190. Okay, they're fine. Sucks. They're going to die from resurrection psychosis. We have another res that we can do, but I really need some prisoners. All right, looks like we're fine. Game devs knew the lung factory implications, yeah. So he's over any boss mech right now. Time limit on volcanic winter, 40 days. 40 days, Shanann. I think it's 20 to 40 days, if I remember right. Does Luciferium? Luciferium can heal resurrection psychosis, yeah. It's tempting. Legendary Devil Strand Pants, nice. You think you got my migraine? I'm sorry. I'm glad I don't have it anymore, but your current one's at 31. Yeah, I think 40 is the max on Volcanic Winter. You've been wrong twice. Oh yeah, no worries. I meant to do a correction. I got something wrong the other day. It changed at some point. I didn't realize. Straw flooring has been changed to absorb or prevent more kinds of filth. It's still not all types of filth. I still don't think straw or hay flooring is worth it
expands.
because dirty cooking area is still not until -2. But I actually didn't realize at some point, because when it first came out, it was just animal filth, right? But at some point they changed it to be more filth types, but it's still not every filth type. So apology video. No, and right now it's very easy to get things wrong because they're also changing all the friggin' time. I've already had comments on YouTube. They're like, no, that's not right. And I was like, well, it was when I streamed that video because that was a hot fix like yesterday. But yeah, the hay thing actually has been for a while apparently. But so I still don't think it's worth it. And we did some testing, and in practice, it's probably not going to really matter that much. But straw flooring does count for more filth types than it used to. This game updates. Let's go on, Chaos Lord. Welcome in. Hacker Man, thank you for the subscription. Thank you, Hacker Man. Experiment B, thank you for the raid. Gucci Nines, thank you for the Twitch Prime. Odinza, thank you as well. A raft for 6 months. Make mistakes, like thinking straw floor works the wrong way. Yeah, I should. I wonder who told me that it still worked that way. Can't place the name of the person that told me that straw floor still worked that way. I think it started with an S, but I don't remember. I have no idea what you're talking about, Pachu. Where are you seeing this?
A new subscriber. Come, steel yourself. We are building an army.
Who's building an army? 1 second, I'll check out who's building an army. Hackerman, 10 gift subs. Thank you, Hackerman. Very much appreciated. A subscription and 10 gift subs. Much love to Hackerman. I appreciate it. Hackerman, Elite Fortnite God. Is that the longest name you can make on Twitch? Let's go on. Carthora, welcome in. Thank you, Experiments. The deep drill room. So a weird question then. Any bugs the way the game notifies you about raids that attack from multiple angles? For some reason, your game isn't showing you all the arrows. I did notice that in one of the early ones. Another thing I noticed, Pesky Phoenix, is at least one of the raids that I had happen didn't let me know when they started their attack. So, like, they were preparing for a while, and I was waiting for the notification, and it didn't happen. And then I look, and the raid's already on its way, so... Yeah, I have noticed small things like that for sure. Hasn't been a big deal yet, but... Hydroponic base into colonists. So, we are overplanting. I'm going to change some of these, but... With a baseline colonist that has no additional eating requirements at all, it actually only takes 7 hydroponic rice. If they're harvested and planted immediately every time, 7 hydroponic rice is all it takes to feed a colonist on simple meals forever. Now, in practice, of course, you're gonna need more than that. I usually try to have 2 to 3 basins per colonist. But all right, the Empire is finally allied with us. And speaking of, I'm going to go ahead and switch one set of these over temporarily to Psychoid. I meant to do that earlier. Royal Sand, no thanks. Work at a bench because of wrong thing, yeah. 7 hydroponic plots, not basins. Yeah, if you harvest and if you plant and harvest hydroponic rice immediately and it's made into simple meals, it only takes like 7 plots, not 7 basins. I like to do at least 2 to 3 basins per colonist of hydroponic rice for simple meals. That generally gets me extra too that I can trade, or if I get an influx of colonists or refugees or something, you know. Yeah. But no, not 7 basins. That would be a lot. What's going on, Scuba Man? Snowden, welcome in. Accumulate raid points to spend? No. He can send you the max raid points every raid. So we actually are making, Smurf and I, a guide about raid points. But long story is basically based on several factors, including your wealth, how many colonists you have, and some other things, adaption, etc. And your difficulty multiplier. It will determine how many raid points that they can send, and they can literally send it every raid. Yeah. So at this stage of the game, every one of our raids is pretty much going to be on average 10,000 raid points, give or take a little bit, because of how Randy works. I really want to get this done. We just need plasteel. Yeah. Why don't I use nutrient paste? It's just a mood hit. That why should I take the mood hit with this colony? There's just no reason to. Like, hydroponic rice is already so space and time efficient. Like, just no real need for me to have. I use nutrient paste. It's very good early game, especially when you don't have a lot of colonists. Nutrient paste can't give you, food poisoning, which is nice. But unless you're using an ideology or now aesthetics actually don't care about paste either. There's no real reason for me to. Who was that? It's already scrolled. I don't know. Thank you for the raid. I see the viewers though. Thank you for the 45-person raid. Very much appreciated. Welcome in. What floor style am I using? I'm just using concrete on this one. Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, thank you. It's a name I can't read anyway. But thank you. I do appreciate it still. Are cows still nutrient positive? Yes, as far as I know. I don't think anything changed that 1.4. So as far as I know, cows are still nutrient positive, yeah. All right, let's get this made. AoE-chan, thank you. There's the translated name, AoE-chan. Thank you for another raid, I appreciate it. Same colony from before? Yes, yep. This is still the Mechanitor start. Yeah. AoE-chan has rated me a bunch of times, so I appreciate it.
Steal yourself. We are building
Comfy Cat, thank you for the 5 gift subs. Thank you, Comfy Cat. Very much appreciated. Much love to the Comfy Cat.
Expands.
And Bot, thank you for the Twitch Prime. Vel, thank you for the gift sub to Captain Doorknob. What a name.
You will join us or die.
Thank you, Vel, Bot, and Comfy Cat. Thank you again. How many Mechanicors do I have? I only have 1 at the moment. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to get more in this playthrough or not. I might, though. I might. All right, we are going to send Yoshi out to trade. So let's go to the world map and send Yoshi over to trade. Yoshi's been ambushed twice, and only one time did it actually matter because the other one got cheesed, but that's fine. We don't talk about that. No one needs to know. No one needs to know. What? Cheese in my game? Never. Never, ever. How dare you insinuate such a thing? Do not like handling animals? It depends on the run, yeah. This run is not about... There's really no big changes with animals in biotech. This run is all about exploring biotech stuff, so... and most of my runs end up having hauling animals, but in this one I have hauling mechs, so...
Loyalty is greatly appreciated.
No, I don't have anything against animals in the game, for sure. There are a lot of good animals. All right. Send him on over. Stan, 17 months. That's a long time. Thank you, Stan. That's almost an entire calendar year, I've been told. Thank you. That's awesome, Doorknob. Thank you for letting me know. Oh, yeah. Let's check out what the Empire can actually get for a trade. We don't have a knight yet, so we can't trade with them. But I am really curious what are the new stuff. Oh, look at that. They can actually sell the high subcores. Wow. Hates turtles. They can sell the subcores. Those are what you usually get from rip scanners. I think you understand. They sell basic subcores as well. I'm actually surprised about the high subcore. A little bit. A little bit. Hey, they can sell the Mechanitor equipment items too. I don't know. We haven't tried the rip scanner in a little bit. We'll try it today when we get a new... Let's do the festival and see if we get someone to rip scan and see if it's fixed. So they do sell some of the mech apparel too. That's nice. Yeah, that's kind of interesting too. Corpses, like, why is that even a tab? Yeah. They added res serum back to the trade menu? What? Healing serum's still on here, but that has not been possible since like 1.1 or something. You can even buy xenogerms. Res serums are now like a rare purchasable from the Empire? What? Oh wait, that's things we'll buy. My bad. My bad. I tricked myself. I got ahead of myself. Never mind. I was completely misreading it. This is what they will. Show what will buy. Not will, what will sell. I have debated myself. What's AMA? It means ask me anything. See, now don't you feel better, Pesky Phoenix? Pesky Phoenix was like, I got 2 things wrong earlier, so I'm not going to type anymore. And then immediately after, I am literally reading the wrong thing on stream and getting really excited about it. Like, yes, res serums are easier to come by. No, they're not. All right, so when Yoshi's out of here, we'll summon the APOCRITON mech boss. The Militors, yeah, if they're escorting, they'll shoot hostile without drafting it. Yeah, it means asking anything. It highlights your message. Yeah. Like the new shelves. I really do like them. I really like being able to link them. It's really nice. Girl from the spooky game I played. Wait, which spooky game? I played so many. Bionics, we don't have them made yet. We need to mine the plasteel to make advanced components. I'm actually gonna need more gold too. How much gold are we down to? We only have 25 gold. Tried Hemogen farming? I have, yeah. It gives you like 3,000 experience with a passion. It's really crazy. Life is the spookiest game of all. Yeah, the Hemogen farm. Gives a ton of medical experience. It's really, really insane. All right. Shelves are really nice. Yeah, the triple stack. Yeah. Really crazy. No, that's not what I meant. Whoops. Hey, we can see that graphic. That's pretty cool. I like that. All eggs, tongues gone. Your colony of 12 will have an average of 11 medical. Yeah, the Hemogen farm thing is crazy. How it affects non... no, I haven't looked at it really. No, I haven't looked at that. There we go. Kill all humans. Mechanoid suit. Only the minor one, yeah. Pack or whatever. Haven't done the big one. I've been waiting on more advanced component stuff. How do you make them pink? You click on mechs and you click on choose mech color. You just choose whatever you want. Question, are shells useful? Shells are always useful, but they are more useful now, yeah. They're much more useful than they used to be, even though they were already good to use in a lot of scenarios. Pave over the world. Maybe we should make a racetrack around the base. You think so? I'm thinking maybe. All right, Yoshi's almost there, and we're gonna call the boss when he's back, I think. All right. Man, I got excited about that res serum. Got excited about something that doesn't even exist. It's not unusual, I suppose. Great melee gene. Has great melee and center horn. No archite capsule. That's the only gene stuff. Okay, we'll get all your components. Hang on a second. We have the muffalo and the donkey. Okay. Why is it showing too heavy? I guess because we just can't buy enough yet. I need to sell some other crap. ABC. Yeah, I want to buy them all on this trip. We actually lost a bunch of our animals too. To several different things. What else do I want to spend money on then? We could get Luciferium for the person with brain problems. A buffalo and a donkey walk to the bar. I think I'm gonna do it. If they die of Luciferium, we'll just res them and get more Luciferium. Goodbye, yaks. Yeah.
Welcome back. Your steadfast loyalty is greatly appreciated.
Could just buy one to carry more stuff back. Maybe. Pond Scum. 30 months, Pond Scum. That's a long time, my friend. It's a long time. Thank you, Pond Scum. Glad you're still around. Berserk. I don't have anyone even near. I probably will never have one of a tier 6 sidecast in this playthrough. All right. Coming home with a bunch of components and some Luciferium. Tips for armor in the mid to late game. Do you stick with Devil Strand and Thermophore dusters plus vests? More important than anything that you can do with yeah, dusters and vests are fine. But more important than anything you can do with like dusters, button-down shirts, and pants is, of course, getting better flak vest. So if that's the vest you're talking about, then yes. And then basically, if you're wanting to make the jump in defense, you go from flak vest to marine armor or cataphract armor if you don't care about the movement penalty from going. The gestator is ready. So yeah, button-down shirt, you know, cape or duster, pants, whatever the best helmet is you can get your hands on, and the best flak vest. Your next step would be obviously increasing your helmet defense, and then getting like power armor. And usually a good like duster and flak vest combo is generally better than a recon. You'll notice that your pawns, if you leave them to just equip whatever's best, a lot of times they'll use that combo over the recon. Again, it depends on quality though. All right, let's see what his random name is. Oh, it's Gadget. It's Gadget. Wait, which one are you? Oh, it's the Constructoid. My bad. I thought we're still rezzing them. For whatever reason, I thought that was one of the new ones, but no, that's just a rezzed one. Just a rezzed one. There you go. Next. Are these cataphract helmets? These are marine helmets. Detox the biggest contribution factor to social opinion? Yes, that's coming out in the trait guide here in a few days as well. That's one reason people are asking me if there's any downside to psychopaths. Psychopaths can't have deep talks and chit chat, so actually is a pretty big deal. Zero numbers for yours.
A new subscriber. Come, steal yourself.
Pond Scum.
We are building an army.
Thank you for the 5 gift subs also. You feel all grown up now at 30. Ponscum, thank you for the resub and the 5 gift subs. Thank you, Ponscum. Back to work. Thank you. I do want to see if the rip scanner is still not functioning properly, so let's go ahead and run a festival. Does prisoners count for the mood debuff from reclusive? Yes. Can you have multiple people controlling mechs? Yes. You can have 100 mechs on one person. There's no limit to how many band nodes you can make, so you can literally have 100 Militor with a single person if you want. Or you can have a couple of people with 100 Militor, yeah. Still going strong. Fun. I need it to be more fun. Do people get upset if one of the colonists die in the rip scanner? I don't know. I didn't check actually last time. Yours is working normally? Oh, come on. Give me a join. I want to try ripping someone's brain out. Ideology isn't letting you start events from your altar. There is currently a bug. You can either reload the game or you can rebuild the altar. But there's currently a bug where once you reform your ideology with fluid ideology, if that's what's going on, your altar no longer counts as your altar and you can't run festivals from it until you reload your game or you remake it. You can rip the brain out of prisoners or slaves. Yeah, we did that. Guy that was unkillable was addicted to drugs. He was. We don't know if that was part of it though. Running fluid ideology, yeah. So that's what's happening with yours. So either remake the altars or just reload your game and it should be okay. What's wealth? We're at raid cap. 350,000 wealth. It's so funny. We stayed low wealth for so long, and then I stayed at like 180, 200,000 wealth for like a couple of in-game years, I think. And then as soon as we got to wealth cap, it's like, all right, just do anything you want. And now it's crazy. Hey, we got to join. So if this join person is not great, we're going to rip their brain out. 80 years old. Oh my god, he looks like Rivers a little bit. What's wealth cap at? Well, for my playstyle and for 500% difficulty, it's generally around 250 to 280,000 wealth. But it depends on your difficulty and your playstyle a little bit, because not all wealth is created equal as far as raid points goes. Some things kind of double dip, like having more colonists kind of double dips raid points in a way. All right, start the rip scanner. Still making a vampire? Don't look at him. I just want to rip someone's brain out, honestly, so. If you're playing Losing is Fun, depending on your playstyle and pawn count, yeah, you're looking at somewhere between 400 and 500,000 on normal Losing is Fun. Raid cap is the same on any difficulty. It's 10,000, but there's a caveat to that. So the load that. So raid cap is 10,000 raid points baseline. However, the game stops calculating raid points at 1,000,000 wealth regardless of your difficulty. So if you set your game for like 1% raid scaling, you'll never get to 10,000 raid points because you'll get to 1,000,000 wealth long before 10,000 raid points, and then it no longer calculates it as far as raid points are concerned. So it's a little complex, but just know if you're playing on 100% or more, then your raid cap is going to be the max raid cap regardless. 100% or more, you're going to get to 10,000 raid points at some point if you keep getting wealth up. What do they have to haul to it? Can I make him haul stuff to it? All right. You take that off. You take that marine helmet off. How dare you sacrifice? I didn't know. Watching you. If I'm dying, I'm going to taint a 100% excellent marine helmet on my way out. No, by God, you won't. All right, here we go. Know your place. Small potato. Yeah, Luciferium now destroys brains so that you can't just keep a, yeah, for vampire purposes. Can't blame him for trying. I kind of hope it doesn't kill him so he can get a bunch of brains again, but... he's dead, yeah. I think they fixed it, whatever was going on. Or maybe it was something specific with that guy, yeah. Wait, we don't get colonists died at all from that? Nice. Nice. Excellent. Excellent. Perfect. He was addicted to psychite, yeah. Thank you, YouTube guy. He lives on with the mech. What happened? We ripped his brain out of his head. Basically. The count for lowering raid points? No, to lower raid points, it has to be a violently down sort of thing, so we can't just use that to get adaption. At the moment, we're already... Adaption doesn't really matter for us. Really. Oh my god, guys. Do I do this? We could go into darkness. Oh. I already have the points. We could go right into darkness. And then if it ever gets destroyed, I guess we could get rid of darkness, right? Oh my god, we're going to have such firepower. It's going to be stupid. Let's do it. Wow. Sunblocker. By monkeys. Okay. I guess we'll do it. Our fourth meme shall be darkness. Too bad there's not darkness sun lamps. You rip you rip it out so that you can put in the higher mechs, yeah. The downside is people are going to be really unhappy working in the sun lamps, but we have mechs that can do that, right? Yeah, we could even switch over something to tunneler for mushrooms. Yeah. We have the agro-mechs. I could just zone them to do all the mechs. Mushrooms, we can still grow the mushrooms with sun lamps. Or I mean, if you're talking about the... Yeah. We'll have to go to tunneler for the bonus of mushrooms, but I mean, we can grow them in the meantime anyway. Alright. I think I'm going to do it. Alright, let's do it. And we are going to administer Luciferium. Oh, do we not have it yet? Has he not brought it back? Okay. Surreal. Administer Luciferium. There we go. Planner is scheduled to work when the sun lamps were off. But, yeah. Could do that, I guess. Then I would really have the biphasic kind of screwed up, but it'll be okay, I think. Sun blocked. Alright. Voluntary Luciferium, yep. Well, involuntary because they can't move, but yeah. Can you please recruit a random person, take them out back, and murder them? Colonist died. Moved her non-functioning entirely.
Welcome back.
Oh, really?
Your
yeah, I'll test that out.
Loyalty
for
is
science.
greatly appreciated.
Don't you worry. That's the kind of science I'm interested in. Resurrection Psychosis. You've never seen that yet. So Resurrection Psychosis has been in the game for a very long time. So what happens is when you use a Resurrector Mech Serum, there's a chance for a hidden HEDIF or whatever you call it, where they have Resurrection Psychosis, and it will eventually kill them if you don't have it healed with Luciferium or, you know, Healer Mech Serum or whatever. It'll eventually kill them, but you don't even see it until it's already taken hold of it too. What is the point of the game? Whatever you want the point of it to be. If your goal is to get to the credits, there's 4 different ways to get to the credits. So it's very... You're not sure that Luciferium fixes res psychosis anymore? I guess we're going to find out. Guess we'll find out. All right, so we are going to switch over to darkness. So let's go ahead and do that. Reform to darkness. Yeah, I think we'll get rid of proselytizer next and go into tumbling. Point of the game, as in any game, is just to have fun, honestly. Sell war crimes. Good way for power to drills. The best way is to have unstable power cells from royalty, from mech clusters. Unstable power cell, each one can give you 2 drills fully powered. You can also take a battery that's charged and then run it down and then take it back and exchange it with another battery. Why darkness? Because we're gonna get ungodly shooting skill because of the sun blocker. All right, combat in darkness. There we go. Lighting. All right. Oh my god, our damage is going to be so high. It's going to be nuts. It's going to be nuts. All right, let's do it. And the enemy will be debuffed. Yeah, our movement's not going to be debuffed like theirs. So I need to select all the lamps, and we need to change them to dark light. There we go. There we go. Dark light is just a setting now, yep. Yep. Okay. Why not grow trees? Trees will literally not grow anymore because there's no sun. And you can't grow them under roof. So our only source of wood will be fiber corn. What? It's really better for lots of Militors or a few bigger mechs for military stuff. Militors do go down very quickly, but they're great for swarming in general. They seem to do decent damage, and they also pull aggro a bit. So I think Militor are a pretty good one, a pretty good role, especially because of how easy and cheap they are to get. I haven't tested all the big mechs either, so yeah. Right now, I'm doing mostly Militor and then a few big mechs. How many mechs do I have right now? My bandwidth is at 23. I have 14 mechs. Darkness. Darkness. Mad Tortoise. Alright, Mad Tortoise. Let's check out our accuracy here. Let's pull someone. Someone's gotta be nearby. Someone with a gun? Sparky, let's go. What is your shooting? It's a 12, alright. We should like nail all this pretty much. Maybe not Sparky. Are we in the line of that light? Sparky, stop embarrassing us. You're in the darkness now. Oh, he still has an excellent. My bad. I thought we'd already upgraded a masterwork on pretty much everyone. Sparky, please. Oh, crap. I thought I did this. I think dark light is, yeah, I think dark light is only mood, right? It still gets rid of the accuracy bonus. So we might want to turn a lot of the dark light off, actually. Let me look. She actually outdoors dark plus 25%. Yeah. And it still counts as lit, yeah. So let's experiment with that. And then let's just hit these temporarily. Can you grow Nutrifungus with hydroponics? No. That one would be fine, have on. That one's fine. Get the mood for those. New endings? No. Paving Paradise this run. That's right. That's absolutely right. All right, now I need to... Let's grab them again. Who was it? It's also raining, which doesn't help. Sparky, okay. Sparky, let's go shoot someone. Oh, for some reason I was thinking you couldn't. Yeah, thank you. It's probably still not a great one because it doesn't have very much fertility sensitivity, so it gets basically no bonus from them. So apparently you can do it, but I think you might as well just plant it straight in the soil or into stony or the fungal gravel. All right, let's check this. There we go. There we go. Take experiment. Oh, I wanted to use the exact same person. Build sun lamp because geothermals. Yeah. Wait. Oh, because no geothermals. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. The 3 methods are to get the credits besides building the ship. Build the ship and launch the ship. Travel to the down ship, guard it, launch the ship. With royalty, you host the Stellark. You go up through the ranks of royal. You host the Stellark. You go on the shuttle to a glitter world with the Stellark. And fourth is with ideology. You go through the chain of quests for the Arco Nexus. You find the Arco Nexus. You connect to it. You get to the credits. So those are the 4 right now. Build a ship and launch it. Travel to the down ship and protect it.
Your steadfast loyalty is
protect the Stellark.
Appreciated.
Or find the Arco Nexus. White Death. Thank you for the 11 months. Thank you, White Death. This DLC doesn't have a new ending, no. Nope. Thank you, White Death. And Hutchie. Thank you for the 3 months. Glad you get support here too. That's awesome. Yeah, thank you for watching on YouTube, Hutchie. Now mood's gonna be crazy too, and our, like I said, our accuracy is gonna be insane. Yeah, it's gonna be nuts. Hey, look at that. Doesn't actually count as light. It's actually producing like a glow of light, but you can't tell. You know anything that I know of? Well, apparently no one has found a new ending, including people that are going through the code. So unless they add it in a patch or something, I don't imagine there is one. But if you found one somehow or something, definitely let me know. The new DLC ending is just dying to mechs. All right, we got our deep drills going for the plasteel finally. So we got plasteel coming in. Man, I really wish we had gotten that gold. That really sucks. We need gold. I might do a long range scanner. Long range scanning is a little bit risky now, depending. As long as it's in the sun blocker area, we should be okay though. Mechs do not get a penalty in the dark. No. Enemy mechs, no one's mechs get penalty in the dark. Mechs are immune to dark, and so are animals. Let me check something here. Ah, okay, we're good. We're good. About 45 more minutes. New ending, just become an immortal vampire baby, outlive everyone. Why, hello. What? Don't grind that crap in here. You actually have it in there? Take that away. My wife comes in grinding coffee beans. What weapon should you give your shooting specialist? The answer is usually it depends. There's a lot of good weapons in the game depending on your setup. If you're like mid to late game, you can't go wrong with either assault rifle or a charge rifle. Those would be my two big picks, but yeah, it just depends. Chain shotguns are insanely good, but do I have any lag mech raids? Well, not really. Yeah, I don't think there was a close one, but I'll double check. I don't see any close by gold scams yet. That one's not too far away, I guess. We can do that one. How am I feeling today? I'm feeling better than yesterday. It also helps that I'm on medicine now, so that works. Yeah, I know that we have underground gold, but I don't think there's any I was pretty sure there wasn't any in the base. I think it was jade, wasn't it? Let me double check. Yeah, it's jade. Yep. It's jade. There's more plasteel now, though. Any extra listen to coffee beans being grinded? No. No. Please, please, no. Oh my god, it's taking forever to prepare that. Jeez. Oh, that reminds me. I wanted to make more of these. So let's see. We did all of the gestators. Let's do the repair probe. And that takes the big chip. Oh well. Make repair probe. We're gonna do 6 times. Let's call in the boss now with darkness. Mechanitor without doing the Mechanitor start? Yes, yes you can. Yep. All right, let's call a boss. This game let you make one of the shield bubble mechs. Which are you talking about? The Centurion? Centurion? Yeah, you can make a Centurion. Yep. Against medical advice. What you make your pawns wear together with flak jacket. Your early game-ish. Wear whatever is the best that you currently have. But if you're able to choose and you're making it, make sure you make a button-down shirt instead of t-shirt because it just protects more of the body or more parts. And duster or cape, either one of those will give you more defense than the alternatives. And then pants. But yeah, with whatever the best material you have on hand. Making Centurion work like mobile low shield packs, pretty much. They seem to go down pretty quick. It's kind of like a big shield belt. Mechs seem to be faster to repair if they've lost limbs completely. That's kind of annoying. It's wild that the Devil Strand and and the flak vest combo is better than recon yet. Yeah, if you need cold protection, things change, of course. What about on surviving? I don't think we need to. APOCRITON, 6 Militor, 4 Scythers, 4 yeah, we're fine. Mechs are not susceptible to darkness. Nope. So repair lost body parts. Severely damaged, take 3 or 4 times longer. Yeah, it sucks. That does suck. Well, you just fixed it there. You're in Boreal Forest? Then yeah, you can use either jackets or parkas depending on how cold you're. Boreal Forest, a lot of them are very cold maps, so you might want to wear parkas, even though I hate parkas. Are there movement penalty for walking across shelf? Only the first one. It works like all the other stuff. Can you call multiple mechs at once? No. There's a day cooldown. So how movement works like that is when they pass over the first object, they slow down. But then if there's another object right after, they just go to normal speed. And so that's why, like on slowing tunnels, you want the slowing every other spot, not every spot. So I don't know. I haven't tested if psychically deaf pawns are immune to it or not. We'll do the surgeries after this. Let's get in. That'll make every other stream mistake hard stomach. Quentin comments. Yeah, P music is so good. So good. I wish you could make the APOCRITON. I understand why you can't, but man, oh man. Really hope that I can heal it. Next playthrough, I'm probably going to do a mountain playthrough with a lot of genetic stuff. This one was mainly Mechanitor stuff and just experimenting, but on the next one, I think I'm going to do a mountain base with a lot of gene editing, and I'm going to use alternate kill box and kill setups. Talking Fallout Colony, I have like 4 or 5 runs planned that I was talking about on Discord last night. I might just put a vote out between them, but that's what I'm leaning towards. Definitely want to do a waster run, yeah. Melee, no clothes. That's fine. We can't put them all there anyway. Still wish we could have fought those mechs for that 1,000 gold. I wanted to see what that was like. But oh well. Our firepower is going to be really stupid now with darkness. Wait, Sal, if your mechs are getting the dark combat bonus? I don't think they do, because mechs aren't affected by light in general. Like, they just never have been, both the pros and cons of it. Yeah, I don't think they would be, but because they're not they're not like our faction, right? They're more like a weapon. Is there any cheesy way to invite a sunblocker? Not really, just fluid ideology until you get one. That's about it. It took us 4 years to get a sunblocker. Are mortars only useful against preparing enemies? They can be useful on other things that are approaching too, depending on how many mortars you have. And also now skill levels over 8 increase your accuracy with mortars. So if you have a high skilled shooter or a group of them, you know, it can be okay. But yeah, it's mainly still against preparing enemies or sieges, stuff like that. What is special about the sunblocker event? Because that allows us to go to the darkness precept. So we have 25% more accuracy. 25% more accuracy. We're pretty much going to hit basically all of our shots now. The friggin' altar bug. I'm gonna have to reload the game really quick. All right, APOCRITON's dead. There we go. Let's see how big the APOCRITON raids get. We're gonna keep summoning it every time we can and see when they stop scaling. Maybe we'll alternate too, because they're making advanced components, so we'll alternate between Queen and APOCRITON. But yeah, see how much less we destroyed the walls with our extra accuracy? We still kind of beat them up quite a bit, but a little bit better, a little bit better. Okay. Yeah, we have 25% more accuracy in the dark. It doesn't prevent collision on the boss mech summons, so those are special causes. Yeah, if the bosses come with a normal raid, which they can, it will cause collision, but the bosses have a different AI. So why do you have so few raids with Randy? Because Randy is literally not programmed, he's not coded to force a raid ever. And technically, if you go through the code, and Smurf was putting in the statistics in the Discord, technically, you could have a run where you go 1,000 years without a Randy raid outside of quest raids. It's technically possible. The percent chance is minuscule, but he does not force a raid ever. So you can have Randy literally not send a raid to you for years. It's kind of one reason I like the mech summon, is because you can just summon mechs. Like, haven't had a raid in a while. All right, I'm gonna fight things instead. But yeah, he doesn't force raids. Unfortunately. You could also do ship launch events to summon raids, but your pods in the kill box, so they are just within range of the enemy. Yes, 28 tiles with the assault rifles. Yeah, is my favorite distance with assault rifles, I should say. Restats Randy's major event cooldown. He doesn't really have one though, so I don't think it's doing that. But yeah, I don't know. I haven't specifically tested if they count. It'd be easier to test them against Cassandra. Call them in, see if it puts Cassandra on cooldown or count, you know. But yeah, I don't know at this stage. All right, so let's try out. Should we try out our own War Queen? I kind of want to get my own centipede. Well, actually, I have an idea to try with a centipede. Yeah, let's get one. Oh, I need more bandwidth, right? There we go. Do we have the stuff to make that? We need 2 nano structuring chips. 8 advanced components, 2 nano chips. Okay. Also got the body parts now. Repair probe. Why is the color splotchy and random? Do you ask that when you go to like children's hospital? You go in and do you go up to the check-in? You're like, what's wrong? Do you need some medical attention? No. Why is your floor got colors everywhere? No, it's just paint. Yeah, it's just paint. It's to screw with chat, and it works. It works, Planet Ace. How'd this 3-star quest go? We didn't get to do it. No, we didn't get to do it. The people that we were protecting died, and so. All right, Arilla. Get your right kidney. Do you want to do anything else while we're in here? Yeah, it's fine. But no, in all seriousness, it's just, I just randomly placed it, yeah. Like airport carpet. I love color theory. It's modern art. Come on. Lactation into the game. I mean, there's babies, so I guess it makes sense to be. It is a natural, normal thing in real life. It is kind of odd having a lactation meter, though, where you can look at a meter to see how full they are of milk. That part's a little weird, but it's not like when you're walking around, like women have like a meter on their shoulder or something where you can just glance and be like 30% full. At least you shouldn't be trying to do that. Color floor provide any mood boost? No, it does not. They kind of do. No, they don't. They don't. How full of milk are you? 60%. I'm sure there's going to be mods if there aren't already for that, yeah. I'm sure. I'm sure, unfortunately. Just have to heal root. There's no gene for permanent milk production and ability to harvest it. I'm sure there'll be mods if you must have something like that, yeah. Favorite thing to do in RimWorld if you got one? Probably the combat, yeah. I recently did a 5% no pause, no kill box, no cover, etc. run. It's up on YouTube if you want to check it out. It's a relatively new run on YouTube. And that one is actually a lot of fun. I really liked trying to figure out the combat. Doing all the combat stuff with no kill box at all. It was very interesting to me. So yeah. Combat, I guess I would say. There are mods for that before Biotech even. Yeah. It's gonna be even easier to mod that stuff in now. Waste pack atomizer I did and I destroyed it because they were pretty crappy. Yeah. Waste pack atomizer deletes 10 waste packs every 5 days and costs 800 watts of power. So, yeah. You can craft baby food, yep. Yeah. You can make baby food. You can feed prisoners baby food. Fans on the street? No, I've never met anyone in real life that knows who I am, thankfully. The best way to get rid of it right now is just to launch it at an enemy because it doesn't do anything, especially if they're far enough away. Like, there's no downside. Probably should add a downside to it. Probably. Yeah, it's fine. Thankfully. That's right. 6'8" and it's a wig. Hard to recognize. No, I don't think too many people in Indianapolis are going to know who I am. So it's not like I go out, walk around very much in Indianapolis anyway. Still need the pollution pump. I don't need the pollution pump. So we produce waste packs with the mech things, and then I just throw them in the freezer until I'm ready to load them up. Waste on the map like this, I just can click for them to remove it if I want them to. So you go into zone and you go to pollution removal area, and they'll come out and they'll dig that up and put it in waste bags. So I freeze mine first, yeah. It's not even like I go out. No. Convention, no. Yeah, unfortunately, wasters, you can't ally them. Can't ally wasters. That room's unbelievably impressive now. Nice. Has baby got arms yet? Baby can have arms when it grows up. No, it doesn't have them. All right, I think Gorilla got her kidney, so now let's go through and check other arms, actually. Okay, there we go. They need their eyes, so... install bionic eye, left eye. Install bionic eye, right eye. If that Luciferium works. We need another lung sometime. Mortar baby, we have your arms ready. Just grow up. He's not gonna grow up for like 45 or 40 more days. What's the random colors all over the floor? I don't know what you're talking about. It's art. Just grow up, child. Bob Ross called. Start back. It's just art. How much more dye do we have? Because we're not going to be able to grow anymore for a long time. 1,000. All right, perfect. All right, all right. Paint the floor. We're going to do a black strip here. No, that's not dried out yet. 1990, early 2000s skate. Yeah, yeah. A little bit. Or like old movie theater. Well, a little bit. Children's hospitals. Never any question about tables. Yeah, I've gotten that a few times as well this run. All right, can we summon this boss yet? See gray floor, and I want it painted black. It's kind of what was coming into my head too. All right, enough of that. Pork chop faction quest. Take care of their waste packs. 539 packs, man. I haven't seen one that high yet. Highest I'd seen before you just said that was like 80. Like 80, that's a big difference. If you got a minor rep hit with friendly factions polluting fertile land with toxic dump, if the owners are hostile. I mean, I'm guessing you're meaning for the factions that you can't ally, right? So that's the problem at the moment, is because a faction that you can't ally, it doesn't matter, because they can't hate you any worse than already, because you literally can't get any rep with them. I think it would be kind of interesting if they added some kind of like retaliation attack or something, like after a certain amount. Like, all right, you've dumped this much, keep dumping, they're gonna send an extra raid or something, you know? Something, but thank you, Cray One. Maybe even like a bigger raid, yeah. Yeah. You mean Uber Eats? That's right. Or shoot it back to you or something. Yeah, something. I think they should definitely do something. So is that all of our drills right now? We got this one, okay. All right, let's get that done. They send or draw those waste pack back at you. Yeah, some kind of recourse. Yeah, I'm shooting it back would be horrible. So I'm crystal clear. Welcome in, Odin. Katsu, welcome in. Mod where Cat Planet shows up. With your powers combined, I am Captain Planet. I really want that mech suit, so I'm gonna turn off these repair probes temporarily. Gestator's done. All right, I'm gonna put me on 1 for smithing. Screw it. Let's see if that helps. The map just to use darkness beam. Darkness doesn't work that way, unfortunately. We thought it was a bug when ideology first came out, but darkness, if any part of the room is not considered dark, then they immediately lose their accuracy. So it was really bad because if you didn't have a sun blocker and you had a room that was dark, like your kill area was dark, and then a breach came and they blew up the closed door or one piece of the wall, instantly, even though all your people are still standing in dark tiles, you can even hover over and it would say zero lights. Instantly, they would lose all of their accuracy bonus, and it's still that way. So unfortunately, it doesn't work that way. So if you have a roofed area that is not a room and the sun is out, you will still get the accuracy penalty. It's pretty dumb, but that's just how it works. But we have a sun blocker, so everywhere on our map, we get the bonus right now. Is there a chance that the AI will destroy the blocker? The only way the blocker is going to go is if we ally the faction that has put it up. Blind guy's been waiting forever for this. There is an off. This is off map, so very colorful base. Thanks. All right, can we call in the queen yet? I think so. And don't. The queen's dead, Adam. Not that queen. Not that queen. All right, let's call in the queen. Shoney gun, 0% accuracy. How do you add more control groups? There's several different ways, but it's basically implants and items. So there are packs that you can make. So for instance, let's look at one of the packs. There you go, control pack. So if you look at control pack adds 1 mech control group. You can get more though. There's something that adds 9 control groups. There's a lot. Adam and Dong, never forget. Never forget. How do I keep colonists busy late game? I have everyone set to hauling and cleaning, and then later on I will put more and more ground penetrating scanners down. Are there implants for control groups? Yes. Which one was that one? I think there was, right? I thought there was. What is this one? Is this bandwidth? Here we go. It's the sublink. Sublink is the one for control groups. How can you make Devil Strand grow faster? Rich soil, that's the only way. Rich soil or mod. But the sublink is the one. All right, let's call in the next boss here. The War Queen now comes with 2 War Queens with heavy shields, 8 Militors, 4 Lancers, 2 Centipedes. I usually have everyone set to hauling and cleaning, and then also to research as a 4. And then if someone's idle and I have the resources, if we're not done with research, I'll put up another research bench. And if we're done with research, a lot of times I will put up a ground penetrating scanner to scan for more materials. 2 bosses means more loot. Yes, it does. Yep. Absolutely. Also need to finally put up Sapper Deterrent. I still haven't done that. It's pretty late in the game to be doing it, but I will. Workman's here. We'll do it after this. The War Queen has arrived. I should have made those there. Oh well. Oh well. Cinnabean's got some color on him. Does ground penetrating actually provide infinite materials? It does. They changed that back in 1.1, so about 2.5 years ago. Does each map have a set underground material? No, it spawns it. We tried the toxifier generators? No. Pumps seem to be able to contain the pollution of one generator. So you were getting net positive with just one pollution pump and one tox generator. So how much does a pollution pump cost in power? Because the toxifier generator is 1400 watts, right? Most efficient hydroponic layout. Yes, you can only fit 24. It doesn't matter how you position them. You can literally only fit 24 in there. So how you cram in the 24 doesn't matter at all, as long as you get all 24. Yep. There's no way to get more. So the pumps cost 200. Okay, so you can get a net gain of 1200 if that is intentional and keeps working. Gillette, welcome back. It's been a little bit. Gillette, welcome back. Yeah, ground penetrating scanner just produces ore forever.
Our fellowship expands. Praise the sun.
Vert, thank you for the subscription. Thank you, Vert. White Death, thank you for the 11 months. Thank you, White Death. Thank you, Vert. So I have the spaces in the middle for lamps and pillars. That's what I used to do also, have the 4 spaces in there. And yeah, I would put an extra lamp so if they went in there at night, they wouldn't get the darkness. Oh, crap. We gotta fix that. We gotta fix that. We'll fix it after this. But no, you can fit 24 in there. How you do it is up to you. If you do it in the arrangement where the 4 in the middle, it's easier to put like lamps so that they can be in there at night without getting the mood and movement penalty for darkness. And you can also shove like a statue, or like you mentioned, like a large sculpture, I mean, or pillars in order to get the beauty buff or whatever. For us, it doesn't matter. But yeah, you can't do it any more efficient as far as actually fitting more in there, unfortunately. How can a steel door burn? You're gonna have to ask Tynan about that. I don't know. Let's go on, Rika. Welcome in. So we're gonna reload the game after this so that I don't have the altar bugs. Don't want to remake them using jet fuel, obviously. Everything burns if it's hot enough. Yeah, but this is not hot enough. This is, you can light a steel door on fire with a match in this game. Plasteel burn? No. But plasteel did burn in the beta. Plasteel they eventually changed, but reloading fixes it. Yeah, that way you don't have to keep remaking the altar. Yeah. All right, I've been told. Done hard. Welcome in. Only took one run for boss mechs to be free scheduled raids. Yeah, it's just free material. Not every 24 hours. So after this, I want to get the turrets up, and I want to get the rest of the auto doors done while we're waiting for other mechs. You suggest modding out steel burning for most people? Yeah, it is a little ridiculous. You can just light some steel on fire with a match and be done with it. Mechs don't take fire damage ever. Nope. Doesn't matter how hot it is. 1,000 Celsius, mechs don't care. The boss mechs raids not work as well. I mean, I can just make one if you guys want to see. I kind of don't want to rely on it in this run, but we can make one just to see how bosses react on it. How do I train my pawns in shooting? Like this. Trial by combat. There is another cheesy way if you want to train them. I'll talk about that in just a second. So if you want to kind of train shooting in a more cheesy way, you can actually equip a EMP launcher or a smoke launcher. And if you draft the colonists and have them attack an actual awake target, so it can be like it can be a prisoner, it can be one of your animals, it can be someone that's researching, they'll actually get experience for every shot they fire. All of them are Deadeye. Oh yeah, we're like 100% accurate now. With darkness, we're basically not going to miss anymore. Our damage potential is just absolutely stupid now. Vert, 15 gift subs. Thank you, Vert. Very much appreciated. Thank you, Vert. Much love to Vert. Again. Watching the stream while playing. Have a nice day. From Ukraine. Vert, I don't mean this in a negative way at all. Hopefully it comes off as a positive. But at least when growing up here in the United States, there were a lot of countries that had we refer to them with the on the front of it, like the Ukraine. And of course we have a lot of people, we actually have a lot of regulars here from Ukraine. And back when all this mess started, which I won't get into any politics, one of them let me know, is like, hey, I just want to let you know that we're trying to get away from putting the on the front. And I actually remembered this time while reading not to say the. So anyway, hopefully you're doing well and you're safe where you are in Ukraine. But I pat myself on the back. It's like, wow, I remembered something. So anyway, thank you again. Best guns, it just depends on your setup. Yeah. Heavy SMG was never the best gun. It was the best gun for certain situations, but we are built different. We're built different. Can you use EMP grenades for this? I just did, yeah. Oh, you mean for bosses? Yeah. The Netherlands, yeah. 2K, still learning. Want to know about the game you love? All right. So, Folk, you're asking what about RimWorld I love? Is that what I'm getting? Okay, let me set up the turrets before I forget. The Germany? No. Well, I have all kinds of crazy, stupid stories from RimWorld that I can go over, but as far as what I love about the game, so I will preface this by something that people are probably gonna be like, wait a minute, does that mean you don't actually like the game all that much? So the reason I have played RimWorld so much over the years is because it is my job to do so, because it was the most popular game when I started streaming it and learning it. So back when I started switching from my previous most popular game for the stream, I went through and I made a list. I went through and I made a list of like all the Steam games that I had that I was like, all right, I can play this, you know, I'll try this. And then I used a website and I went through everything and I was like, all right, which of these has an average number of viewers that's this low, but not too low, and all this kind of stuff. And so I did a lot of research, and then I tried each of those games for like about a week or so, a week or two, and RimWorld got the most viewers, right? And so I was like, all right, well, I'll continue with RimWorld. And I liked RimWorld. I made sure to choose games that I was only interested in. But I will say that it's interesting because if any of those other games I had tried first had taken off a little bit more, I might have never really played RimWorld, and I might be like an ARPG streamer at the moment or something. So first off, the reason I started on RimWorld wasn't necessarily because I had a huge love for the game. I liked the game. I didn't know very much about it, but it was actually a business. Did I play Path? I did, yeah. It was actually a business decision. So starting RimWorld on stream was literally a business decision. So, but I do really like the game. It's not my favorite game, but I do love RimWorlds. And the thing I like about it is the min-max part of it. A lot of people, that's what kind of annoys me sometimes with some of the stupid comments I get on YouTube, is where people will like complain that I'm min-maxing. And it's like, that's literally how I like to play. I like to try to figure out new strategies and how to utilize things in ways that they weren't really intended for, and make like new defensive setups and all this kind of stuff, right? That's just one of the things I really like doing, and RimWorld's really good about that. RimWorld is a very sandboxy kind of game where you can play it on peaceful as like a story generator, and we do get all kinds of crazy game stories that I'll never forget with RimWorld, for sure. But for me, it's mainly about the variety of figuring out mechanics of the game and then min-maxing those and using it against the game, right? Figuring things out about the game and then using it against the game that I'm playing. Also, the variety of like challenge modes and ways that you can play the game is pretty much endless. So it's a very good game for just having infinite content for, right? But no, for anyone that didn't know, that's how I started with RimWorld. It was literally a business decision to try to stream RimWorld. So. Hopefully that's what you're looking for when that kind of answer when you were asking. But what is my favorite game? So here's the thing about asking for the favorite game. It's very hard, right? Anything like that's really hard. But my favorite games are obviously plagued by nostalgia. So would these still be my favorite games if I picked them up new today and had never played them? Probably not. My favorite games of all time: StarCraft Brood War, Super Mario Worlds, Donkey Kong 2, Diddy's Quest, things like that. Things from when I was a kid or a teenager. So favorite modern game would be things like God of War, the new God of War, like 2016 one, RimWorld, Darkest Dungeon. Farm crafting experience. Yeah, people have been asking that a lot recently. I need to make a clip. So Mooseman, crafting experience is gained through the time it takes to craft. So you want to make it so that your crafters are crafting slowly. Put their crafting thing in the dark, outside, in the colds, whatever, and then have them make something that takes a long time to craft, and then cancel the craft when they're almost done. Something like plate armor, for instance. You were there, Inspector, 3,000 years ago. Remember Darkest Dungeon? Yeah, I still like Darkest Dungeon. Chrono Trigger's number one for you. Yeah, Brood War will probably always be my favorite game. So Ragnarok, and I like Darkest Dungeon 2 a lot, actually. A lot of people give it a lot of crap for being so different, but I'm glad it's not just Darkest Dungeon again. I played it a whole lot on early access release last October, and I'll play it a lot again when it hits full release. If you have enough resource, it depends on what you're making. So if you're making like wooden plate armor, you probably don't want to weigh down a caravan off wooden plate armor that's going to sell for crap anyway, and you can just get a lot more. So it does depend on what you're making. I mean, if you're making like a corset, right? Because corsets are really profitable. You're not going to cancel it right before it's done. You probably want to trade it off or, you know, give it for rep or something like that. But yeah, it depends. On stream a while ago, which you'd like to come back to? There's actually a lot of them, Comfy Cat, yeah. So that's one of the things about RimWorld 2 is if RimWorld wasn't the best game for the channel, I would be playing it a lot less on the channel. Like if every game gave me the same number of viewers, there would be a lot. So I found a lot of good games during the variety stuff. The main one that comes to mind right now, though, is I'd like to play Ragnarok all the way through on release while it's still new, but it's not good for the channel, so I probably won't. But yeah, there's quite a few. We played quite a few during the Steam Next Fest. Like, what was it? Against the Storm was actually one that I really want to play some more. I've been itching to play some more RTS, so StarCraft 2 or Age of Empires or something, but RimWorld 2. Good place to learn about how to create a kill box. I don't have a guide like that. I talk about it when I first set them up on my playthroughs on YouTube, search Sin, but I don't have a guide for it yet. You never min-max, and that's why you watch. Yeah, and that's one thing I really like about RimWorld 2 is that it's fine to not min-max as well. You can literally just do whatever you want. All right, let me reload this and see if it fixes the bug, and I will split the recording for YouTube as well. I think it's time to do that. Let me check. Yeah, it's time to do that. So I'll split the recording. The stream will continue. Don't worry. And I'm seeing if this resets the altar bug like someone told me. Oh yeah, Frostpunk was a lot of fun too, yeah. I never played Kerbal, no. It's on the infinite to try list, yeah. I would actually play quite a bit of FPS too if it was good for the stream, but it's definitely not. Probably not Overwatch though.